Hello, it's Ben Rector. Thank you so much for all the good questions that you sent in for my exclusive most requested live Ask Anything chat. Before I start answering, I want to thank Romeo so much for having me on the show tonight. Here we go. Emily from Flower Mound asks, if you were locked in a room with three other people, who would those three people be? Well, Emily, if I get to choose who the people are, and if I'm just locked in a room with the other people, that's a different question. If I'm locked in a room with three other people, I don't know why I'm in there, and I probably haven't picked them, so they're just strangers, I bet. If I get to pick the people, I think I would like to be locked in a room with maybe Tom Hanks, maybe James Taylor, and then let's get a wild card in there. We'll go David Schwimmer from Friends. I just feel like they'd be fascinating guys. I don't know how long we're locked in the room. The question doesn't specify that, but I would hope to soak up some wisdom from them and just have some good stories. That's a good question. Emily from Oceanside. Two Emilys. In my favorite song of yours, thanks so much, Emily, Forever Like That, in the final stanza, you changed the lyrics from I wanna love you forever I do to I'm gonna love you forever I do. Did you mean this to sound like a wedding vow? It's always intrigued me. First, thank you so much for liking that song. That's kind of you. I didn't mean it to be a wedding vow. I think I wrote it after my wife and I were married. I know I wrote it after my wife and I were married. Sorry, I'm thinking what I was thinking when I was writing it. Um, I think I maybe was just changing that to say, I think part of love is being like, hey, like, you know, it's a choice. So like, I'm going to choose to do that. Like I'm going to, like love as a verb. I'm going to love you forever. So I think that's what that's about. Uh, Emily from DeSoto. Wow, three Emilys in a row. Chances are low. Also, where's DeSoto? Never heard of that place. What are the chords to White Dress? What if I just spelled all of them out? Well, Emily, long story short, it's in B if you know numbers. So basically, I'm just going to pretend you know numbers because you're asking about the chords. It is the verses are 4, 1, 6, 5. No, 4, 1, 5, 6. In the key of B, and then the chorus is 2, 4, 1, 5, and that's it. I can't go into more detail because everyone's going to be super bored. Okay, Amber from Nashville. What's it like to be an international superstar? Well, Amber, you're gonna have to ask somebody else that question because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely don't feel like an international superstar, and I don't think anybody would think that I was. That's super kind of you to even put me into that I guess class of person. Lachey from Sioux Falls. How did you meet your wife? I met Hillary because I had a crush on her roommate. And that sounds like a weird situation, but it really wasn't. I had a crush on her roommate, whose name is Kristen, for maybe a week at the very beginning of school. And I went up to the room to hang out with them, and I quickly was like, oh man, I really like Hillary. And we've been dating ever since. So that is how I met her. Allison from Loganville. In the song The Men That Drive Me Places, when you say, but he can't until he's fluent, does that mean fluent in English or fluent in computers? I did an English project on analyzing this song, and we need to settle our class debate on what you mean by the word fluent. Allison, thank you so much for enjoying that song enough to do a project on it. That's kind of you. She's referring to the second verse of a song of mine called The Men That Drive Me Places. And Allison, I was referring to Danny being fluent in English. That's what he was talking about. He was trying to get his English better so he could take computer courses. Brianna from Philadelphia. Have you ever been in a car accident? Wow, that is creepy. Brianna, I'll be super honest with you. I don't know if this is too heavy. I totaled my car about an hour and a half ago. So weird. Almost didn't do this questionnaire because I was like, maybe I'm slightly concussed. that's a word. I hydroplaned on the highway coming home from the golf course that I play at, and there's like a rock wall on one side, and I ran into the rock wall. I'm totally fine. I have a little bit of a lump on my head right here, but my side impact airbags went off, and I'm fine. I hope I didn't just make that weird, but I guess that's how real life goes. Just like, yeah, that happened. Super weird. Ainsley from Murfreesboro. What is your favorite part of touring and why? Just real quick, Brianna, what a weirdly timed question. I've never been in a car accident in all of my 29 years until today. Wow. Ainsley from Murfreesboro, what is your favorite part of touring and why? Ainsley, I like eating at different nice restaurants. And I don't mean nice like, nice is probably the wrong word. Maybe interesting restaurants. I like cooking shows. I'm like kind of a fake foodie. And I just like, there's different restaurants in a lot of cities that I enjoy, and I like eating new places. That's probably my favorite part. Megan from Hoshton. Can I watch you follow me on Twitter? So I'm going to unpack this in two ways, Megan. One, I don't know if you can watch me follow you on Twitter. I don't know what that would look like. Two, will I follow you on Twitter? I'll be real with you. Sometimes people ask me this, and I try. It's important to me to be like honest and upfront. It doesn't make that much sense for me to follow you because I don't know you, and I know that sounds mean, but I'm just being real with you. So I probably won't, but I'm so glad you're interested in my music. And that's no comment on you or your Twitter account or anything. It's literally just like I would be lying if I said I was going to keep following you for a long time because I don't know you. And so you'd be like, I'm with Brianna. And I'd be like, who's Brianna? And yeah, so that's the deal. Mary from Charlotte. What is your favorite song to perform and why? I like performing The Men That Drive Me Places. That's something I'm excited that I get to say. And yeah, it is a fun song for me to play because I feel like it keeps me kind of like centered on like the right things. John from South Carolina. What is a day in the life? Do you have coffee every day, sing every day, make a grilled cheese with provolone every day? The people want to know. Well, John, I'll fill you in. A day in the life. I do drink coffee every day. I usually would go pick it up because there's some good coffee shops by my house, but I've started making it at home in in this little thing. It's like you pour. It's not a pour over, but you just pour water in. It sits there for a certain amount of time, and then you put it on a cup. I don't know what that's called. I make coffee every day. I don't sing every day. When I'm preparing for a tour, I have to get my voice back in shape. Like it's not in good shape right now. So if I had to go sing like a full hour and a half set, I would be fatigued and probably wouldn't sound that great. So I don't sing every day unless I'm preparing for a tour. Do I make a grilled cheese with provolone every day? I don't. I don't make grilled cheeses a lot, although I love them. If it was a day off, I might play golf like I did today, get some exercise. I like to walk the course. And then my wife and I would probably, for instance, a couple friend of ours is coming over right now. We'll eat dinner with them, talk, and then maybe Hillary and I will go on a walk. And that's a day in life. Seth from Greenbrier. Ben, what's your favorite place to eat in Nashville? Rolf and Daughters. It's unbelievable. Get the Garganelli. Maddie from Omaha. Are you the person that whistles in Falling in Love? I'm not. That was a violinist named Eleanor Denig, and she was whistling. We had like a different instrument doing that, and after she finished her violin part, she was packing her stuff up and she was whistling, and I can't whistle that high, and we were like, can you whistle that? And she was like, yes. Anna from Collingwood. What were your favorite Halloween candies growing up? I liked Reese's. Probably the most unhealthy that you could get, but I loved those. And after I would go get Halloween candy, I would come back and organize it all because I obviously at that point was and still am kind of OCD. Okay, Zach from Athens. I hope you mean Athens, Georgia, because I love that town. Nothing against Athens, Greece. I've just never been there. What were some of the beneficial disciplines you established while in college and the smaller scene of Fayetteville that made you a better musician for the records and tour? Great question, Zach. Zach, I wrote all the time. I skipped class occasionally and would often at night go to the music building and write. It's really important to me to be a proficient writer. So that has benefited me. And then I was also really disciplined about playing shows. I played like 200 shows in college, which is crazy. So yeah, I would say that's what I did, and I can't claim to be an expert on all of music, but I do think that a lot of the artists that I know that are sustainably successful, they're all great writers. So I would say you're not going to hurt yourself trying to practice writing. Thanks for all the questions. It was a pleasure getting to answer them. I hope I didn't ramble too much. Hope it wasn't too heavy saying that I got a car accident today, but I'm just being honest. I loved hanging out with you on Most Requested Live. Thanks again, Romeo. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.